Key Senkai Project. Clannad. Hello, and welcome to my channel. I am Tea&Gaming, but you can just call me Alex. I am from Germany, so my English might not be the best, but I hope you can understand everything I say. I decided to play Clannad because I have watched the anime and I really loved it, so I wanted to try the visual novel. This is not a completely blind playthrough because I have played yesterday for about 20 minutes and then I decided why not record it and upload it to YouTube. So now I am doing this. I hope you like my channel and my playthrough, so if you do so, please leave a like or something, let me know, and let's start. The world is covered in white. Snow. Yes, it's snow. Even now, it continues to fall, counting me in its paleness. What could I be doing here? Better yet, how long have I been here? My hand is buried in snow. It's holding on to something. I pull it out. It's a pure white hand. A girl's hand. Oh yeah, that's right. I wasn't alone. I wipe away the snow from her face. Her profile, sleeping peacefully, appears before me. Yes, this girl and I had always been together. Here in this world. In this empty, sorrowful world. I hate stone. There's just too many memories I'd rather forget. Every day is the same. Go to school, see friends, come home to a place I can't stand. Nothing new ever happens. I wonder if anything will change if I keep living like this. I wonder if my life will ever change. There's nature almost everywhere you look around here. I guess today's just another day of trekking through the mountains to get to school. The trip would be so much easier if I could just level them all. If I were able to go in a straight line, I would probably save myself 20 minutes. 20 minutes every day. How much time would that save me in a year? I try to do the math in my head as I walk. I'm also not sure how much it would be. No, I don't want to do the math. Okay. I can't figure it out. Me neither. So, I don't see any other students from my school around. This is the main street to school too. Normally, there are students everywhere. Today isn't a vacation day or anything like that either. So I guess that means I'm late. Responsible students don't just stroll to school at this hour of the day after all. Still, I continue walking at a leisurely pace, unfazed by my realization, and that's the scene before me. 200 meters left to the school gates. I stand still for a moment. I exhale dejectedly while gazing up at the sky. Presented by Key. There stand the school gates all the way up the ridge. Whose idea was it to put a school at the top of a giant slope anyway? The hill goes on like a never-ending nightmare. There's another side, but one much smaller and shorter than mine. I look to my right. A girl is standing there, just as still as me. I can tell from the color of the school insignia on her uniform that she is also a third-year student. But she isn't someone familiar to me. Her short hair that comes just above her shoulders flutters in the wind. She seems to be on the verge of tears. As a repeat offender of late arrivals, I'm not bothered one bit. She, on the other hand, seems far more concerned. Yeah, I also don't like coming late to school because my parents are really crazy about such stuff, so yeah, I cannot send her. The idea of getting to class this late must be pretty upsetting to her. By the way, I won't voice the characters that have already a voice, so you have to read it yourself if you want to. She's nodding her head up and down with her eyes closed, as if telling herself something. Then she opens them. She stares up at the school gates. Huh? Oh, she's not asking me. She's talking to somebody else. Someone in her head, I guess. I wonder how he, or perhaps she, replied. Yeah, everything changes some days. Yes. She continues to talk to herself awkwardly. Oh, sorry. You just have to find more. That's it. The girl looks at me, surprised. It's almost as if she thought she was alone this whole time. Then you just have to find more things that are fun. More things that make you happy. That's all. That can't be too hard, right? The expression on her face. Ah, yes. I remember those days, but it felt like to be naive, simple. That's something we have all experienced. Come on, let's go. We start to climb the hill. The long, long hill. I really love the music, by the way. It's really cool. The teacher calls a student's name. Looks like it. I look to my side, where Sunohara's desk sits empty. His attendance rate is even worse than mine. You see, the two of us are often labeled as the delinquents at school. But that's probably why we get along so well. He is really the only person in class I can have an honest conversation with. Nevertheless, today's classes begin. I spend them looking out the window. The teachers' voices go in one ear and out the other. Classes finish. bringing the school day to an end. Sonata never did show. In fact, the only person I've spoken to all day is that girl from this morning. It really is just another ordinary day. Since I'm not part of any after-school club, I grab my empty bag, cut through a pack of jabbering students, and leave the classroom. I could go home, but there wouldn't be anyone else there at this hour. Not anyone I would want to see anyway. I don't have a mother. I was told that she died in a car accident when I was still little. I don't even remember what she looks like. After her passing, my father sank into a pretty deep depression, probably due to the shock of it all. Using alcohol to numb his pain, he wasted away his days gambling. Because of that, a lot of my time as a kid was spent arguing with him, actually. But one day our relationship took a turn for the worse. He got violent with me. Ever since then, my father has stopped showing his emotions. He has also stopped calling me just Tomoya, instead of calling me Tomoya-kun, as if we are nothing more than strangers. And indeed, he has turned into just that at this point. It's like he's retreating into some kind of shell, as if he's trying to sever the present from the past. It would be better if he had just pushed me away completely, or even just keep hitting me. At least then I would know where to send him. Ah, come on, don't be like this. If you hate your father, okay, no problem. Everyone has people they hate, but hitting is not good. Violence is never an option. But no, every time he sees me back home from school, he brightens up, like an old friend is visiting and starts making small talk. It hurts so much. I can't stand being home anymore. That's why I stay out so late now. If I come home when I know he's asleep, I don't have to see him. It's why I go to bed at dawn, of course. Then I don't wake up until noon. I've been late almost every day since starting high school. I've spent my life like this for almost 3 years now. Today's no different either. I go home just to change out of my school uniform, then I leave again, before my father gets back. The routine practically feels ingrained in me at this point. I wander around town aimlessly until nightfall. No matter what, I always end up at the same place. On my way, I grab some takeout from one of the local restaurants. I carry it with me as I walk down the massive hill from this morning toward the school dormitory. Our school pays special attention to its clubs, so a lot of students come from more rural areas to enroll. Those students then live here for the next 3 years, separated from their parents. These kids are practically members of a different species when compared to someone without any academic dreams like me. Normally I wouldn't have anything to do with them, but Sunohara lives here. He used to be on the soccer team and he was even accepted to the school because of how good he was. However, he lost his spot on the varsity team as a freshman after being suspended for getting into a huge fight with a student from another school. By the time the following year's squad was decided, he was already an outcast within the team. He had no choice but to leave. He doesn't have the money to move though, so he still lives in the dorms where all the jocks are.
何度言えばわかるんだよ
Sonohara is standing there. He is in front of another room, talking to a student about twice his size. Come on, everyone can afford a cheap pair of those. Slam. Your face is strange. Sonohara hangs his head, still standing in front of the now closed door. He mumbles the words under his breath. He won't be able to hear you like that, you know? Damn it! Stupid dragon players! Standing behind him, I repeat his words with a yell. Sonohara grabs my head and drags me into his room. I can hear angry yells of "Hey, what's that?" resonating from the hallway. Maybe. You're the one who said it. Then let's go out with a bang. And you're just going to live in fear like this the entire time? No? Great, I'll be sure to take a shot of my own at you while I'm at it. I'm on the rugby team side, you know? Oh, not now, but I will be when all this goes down. The wall shakes. The rumble is followed by a "Quiet down!" I'll kick the wall right back for you. You get scared way too easily. He is crying now. Sure. His pathetic display has such an impact on me that I give in without thinking. I settle down in the small area between the wall and Sonohara's ever-present kotatsu table and begin to eat my dinner. I want to say, if he has here so many books, then I think he can afford a pair of headphones. Yeah. Whatever. Sorry, could I get some tea? Hey, I said sorry. We're in your room, I understand that. And you're my mate here. Please, I forgot to buy some. But I thought you wanted to do anything you could to be of service to me after I saved your life, no? That's what you told me after I saved you, though. That man named Sonohara died a long ago. Before you now stands your loyal attendant. I am but a simple tea servant. That's what you say to me. So, tea, please. Alright. Could you just get me one last cup of tea then? Oh, but it's such a moving story. You'll definitely want to pour me some once you hear it. You seem done for after suffering life-threatening injuries. But I thirstily ordered you to make me tea. So, you summed up the last drops of your strength to go brew some, even as you growled on all fours. And then, Mr. Kazuki, here's your tea, sir. And this cup will be my last. You died with a smile on your face. Well, it was exactly how you'd wish to go after all. Nevertheless, I sat there drinking that final cup of tea as I cried. See, moving, isn't it? So tea, please. I spent the rest of my time here, reading a magazine. With no TV in the room, the only thing I can really do are talk to Sunohara or read. It was late, and the date had already changed over. I guess so. One line I didn't cross was staying the night in Sunohara's room. Just the thought of waking up in the morning to someone like that is depressing. Okay. Sunohara grabbed some underwear and a towel out from under a heap of clothes in the corner of his room before leaving. I'd prefer to avoid having to welcome Sunohara back to his room after the shower, so I'll leave while I still can. I close the magazine and get up off the floor. As I do, I find myself looking at the cassette player. There's a tape still sitting inside it. I try playing it. Out comes the melody of a Japanese rap song that hasn't been popular for a while. Talk about lame. I don't really like rap either. Who listens to this kind of stuff? Record your own voice over it or just leave it there. What should I do? I think I'll just leave it there because even if I don't like it, others can like it, so yeah. This would make it the first time I don't do anything to his room after he leaves me alone in it, but I'll guess I spare him for today. I decide to leave before Sunohara returns. So, and I think that's enough for today. I hope you liked this video and I'll see you tomorrow for the next video. Bye.